Going to look at the starting lineup, the same as Syracuse used in both preseason games. And Binghamton Bearcats at the controls. George calls his own number, turning the corner, gets his own rebound, and the putback is home. Them in terms of size, but he is very speedy. Good seal by Freeman on the baseline out of bounds. And he rings the bell for the first time.
I love what Syracuse is doing.
Point try. Kyle in pursuit, keeps this one alive for Freeman, and he cashes in.
Compete at a high level for all 40 minutes. They should be set. And then secondly, run. Get out, get early opportunities at the basket, get your shooters in space, get some easy looks.
Per game last year, Jeremiah Quigley brought in to help that some, and the lob to the rim makes it easy. Starling to Kyle for the jam.
What I like,
it's such a great contribution in just his one season at Syracuse, and Cayenne's another. Jumper off the right elbow is good for Nathan George. Didn't shoot it very well in the first two ace game, but Adrian Autry not afraid to make a wholesale lineup substitution.
You know, you really don't lose much, and I'm really excited to see what Fennell brings. I know he...
Sanders on the drive, a bounce pass by Quigley in the lane. The lefty finish does not go. Loose to Lilly, and finally at 14:31 of the... He is initiator for the Bearcats. Were picked preseason 5th out of 9 in the America East. Little fadeaway finds the mark for Zaire Beverly. Punched in the air and kept alive by Soiree. Betsy tees one up. Still having a tough time by the Cuse. Anthony drives by Quigley. Couldn't get it home on the drive. Beverly wanted to go for the drop-off, and again, the Orange have size and athleticism with Betsy going coast to coast. And he draws a foul to get to the line.
Attacking the rim, and then defensively, they're up pressuring when guys get by. They kick out, or you can attack from the free throw line.
Second free throw for Betsy. Fennell. Look at the push first, right? Then they have taken a bunch of threes, haven't made any. Quigley among the trees. Out for the jumper by Richardson, which goes begging, and a foul on the rebound. George off the hard screen, that pick and pop. Syracuse still looking.
Versatility they have on both sides of the ball.
Shot clock down to 2. Tough shot there, and denied anyway. Shot clock.
Set it back up.
George, the jumper. The Orange still don't have a 3. And for as good as Syracuse's defense has been, Eric, they have 14 points and 11 already. And you figure you can take advantage of that. Off the dribble handoff fake. It's a turnover by Binghamton. And
is great, but you got to know Binghamton is without 2 of their starters, right? They're going to have to be able to bring it on this end offensively. Wow. You see.
Lilly stripped in the lane. Great job by Nathan George. Starts the break with Kings on his left. George right to the rim, lays it in.
And this is really what
for the Bearcats. Quigley whiffed on the leak out. Donnie Freeman. And another timeout taken by on the drive. Quigley, the pull-up 10-footer, too deep and tipped in. That might have been an own goal. Stops a long scoring drought for the Bearcats, and a look-away lob wide of the rim, but not wide enough. There's no forward in college basketball. Pretty good company in the conference.
That's a heck of a list.
Syracuse is not going to have a footer, you know, a 7-footer. It's in there lumbering, and 5 minutes to go in this opening half. All the way into Benigni on the far side, and he drains the 3. It's the first for either team. Benigni draws a tough defensive assignment and fouls Cayenne Anthony, which will get king. And folks around these parts have been keeping an eye on Cayenne Anthony for quite a while.
And not going to get bumped off his straight line like he just did, but he's a guy who's capable of coming in.
Benigni played in only 7 games for the Bearcats last year, averaged 2 points per. Stonehill transfer. Syracuse will host Stonehill later in this pre-conference season. Anthony, adept at handling the ball, certainly doesn't shy away from it. Out to Betsy, straight on 3. And finally, the Orange hit. On further out for Wilson. 4 on the timer. Beverly got in deep and banks one home. Anthony off the window and in. First field goal. Fennell, great deal of FIBA experience. Anthony is a creator for sure, and he pures one from the free throw. White to Betsy in the corner, sheds his defender and hangs on the rim, does not fall. And
you figure they would, I don't know.
Licensing and marketing and lob to the rim here right off the bat. Talk about
at least you get a chance.
Quigley, they try to do the other way. How about that? Hold my speed. Moten patch there. LM21 will be on the team's jerseys this year. Need your better shooters to deliver there and get to the line more than your not shots. Beverly out of a brief double team. Back up to Quigley, who was set back by foul trouble in the first half.
Well, anytime you get it that close to the rim, all you got to do is be ultra aggressive.
Poised for an all-conference caliber type season. It's one of
his skills offensively, but defensively is where I think he can really take a step up in his game.
Peterson, very short, but Lilly is there to clean it up.
You're not going to draw as many fouls, but when you're assertive, you're aggressive, you're just going to fall into those fouls. Freeman's doing a great job of really being assertive and looking to go ahead.
Kyle got entangled with Quick, and now with the ball on a side out. Good curl there, one more pass for the jam by Kyle.
Those are the quick hitters you want to see on the offensive decisions, and it's a great decision right there by Kings.
Now with a big lead, the Orange can also be much more aggressive on the defensive end over the swinging arm of Kyle. Pulling up early, feeling it, count it for Nathan George.
And we knew Nate George wasn't going to play like he...
Good ball movement here for Binghamton into Lilly. Over two defenders and calling for a screen. Thought maybe he'd pull the trigger there. In the lane, Cayenne switches to the left. And instead plays it up top.
Freeman just get a little bit lower on that post up so you can have more of an advantage.
Anthony on the step back. Oh, that's smooth.
Fadeaway shot. He's a crafty player. He has that in his game.
He's got a lot to learn, as all freshmen do, but there's no lack of polish. Yeah, he's got every... Backdoor, and Cayenne up with a slap against the board. Yeah. Second unit for the Orange. No starters out there at the moment. Betsy, a little whirling shot is good from the ACC logo.
Yeah, I really like Betsy.
It'll be interesting to watch Binghamton this year and see what type of season Quigley had.
Guards going against. I think for him, they wanted to be able to get in the lane and just create and make good decisions, knock down open shots.
In the lane, bulldozer moves of team takeover. And in the DC Metro
programs in the country.
Sure, and that's where Coach Autry and Brendan Strawn have a look away pass. Betsy can't convert. Offensive rebound, and Fennell a chance. He gets his first points from the free throw line the last 2 years. Right around 500, balls blocked and stolen, and Kings 3-on-1 to the rim for Kyle.
And man, you see Nate Kings.
Johnny Flynn, for a smaller guy, they showed his dunk at Rutgers on the video board during one of the breaks.
46-inch vertical.
Move, but denied. And Kyle works it out to Anthony. How about that one? Getting a little playground now, which is, I think, fine for all concerned. We're in the final quarter of the game. Kings is sweet along the baseline, his first points.
That's good to see options, right? So if a guy's not playing well, you got somebody on the bench who's ready to come in. And
sixth win in as many games ever against Binghamton. With football on the road, a 3:30 start on the gridiron at Miami. Anthony, nice pass, threading it in to Donnie Freeman.
Great pass, great finish.
Steal here as it falls in the lap of Kings. Races to the basket and scores with the left hand. Going to be lamenting turnovers again. They still have not solved that problem.
Yeah, it's just been tough. I mean, Syracuse has done a great job with the ball pressure, and then when they are able to get by,
Got in too deep for the putback, and the Orange are 3-on-2 the other way. Freeman, you can hear the little whistle call with the ball. Nice find by Orange by 30. And off the Quigley miss, it's 4-on-2 now with Zephyr in the lead. The drop pass for the jam, Sidney White. In this season opener, still with 5.5 to play.
I think just after seeing these guys practice, this is kind of what you expected. You know, the pace of play, the pressure defensively, and allowed me to get into this media space. So I'm just thankful for you creating these opportunities and giving me the reps, and well-deserved. Congratulations. It's amazed me what you guys can do to play-by-play. You're doing basketball, then you go to football, then you go to golf, then you go to lacrosse. I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out who's playing today.
View against Memphis at Madison Square Garden. The Cuse lost that game, but got on a nice winning streak from there and went 30-5. Bank shot on a spin by.
He's going to be good for Binghamton.
Kyle deep, banks it in.
He doesn't do anything that he can't do. When he gets the ball around the rim, he's just looking to do one thing, and that's go up strong.
On the pickpocket, what's Donnie got? Look out below. Compact package of twisted steel, adrenaline, and horsepower. To commit to any of that in game one. Second free throw is good for Wilson.
Wanted to see from Syracuse in the opener. Set the tone, get confidence, get momentum going forward, because we talked about early on, they're going to be challenged early.
Noah represents this bunch here,
Yeah, exactly.
right? I mean, Adrian Autry's thoughts here for the final 22 seconds. Second free throw in his hands as this game ends, and from start to finish, there was no doubt about it. The Orange rolled 85-47. Tremendous defense, and then the offense came around because so much of it was at the rim. See Donnie Freeman, one of those in double figures for the Orange this game.